Welcome back to STL Live. I'm Andrew Ruzicka. We're learning about the Miss Missouri pageant with the 2019 Miss Missouri, Simone Esters. And before the break, we talked about a bunch of things, but I'm going to bring up this segment and start off by, you've been touring the state and meeting lots of different people.
Yes.
Can you tell me about when you met Mike Parsons?
Yes, so I actually reached out to him because when I was doing research on something that is very important to me in my job of Miss Missouri, mentorship, I realized that Missouri had what was called the Missouri Mentoring Initiative, which gives all government employees the opportunity to volunteer through mentoring for paid compensation. So I reached out to him and wanted to get more information on how I could involve myself with that and help advocate for knowledge really of this, because I don't think most people are aware of that bill. So I reached out to him, and then I went the Monday before I left to go to Miss America. So it was good vibes before I went. And we kind of just talked a little bit about that. And also I was able to meet with the First Lady, where she shared with me about her work that she's doing in kind of in that similar area. So we kind of brainstormed some ideas and ways that we can combine, hopefully, and maybe achieve our goals together.
Well, that must have been very inspiring.
It was. It really was. And especially to be able to share my personal story with mentorship as well, and how that was such a formative experience in my life. So advocating for that, and along with someone obviously with that esteem of our government or our governor, was something that was really special and important to me.
Which leads us to mentoring, as you just mentioned, which your platform that you designed yourself was Leave Your Mark.
Yes. So Leave Your Mark, which stands for Mentor At-Risk Kids, and it seeks to increase both the quality and quantity of mentors. So what I do is I help to recruit new mentors by telling them the benefits of mentoring and enlightening them on how that can change a child's life, and also talking with children about how they can benefit from that to make sure that they're set up for success in the best way possible.
So why was this important to you enough to build a mentoring program? What drew you to that?
Yes, so I was raised by a single parent primarily, and I realized that for me, mentors really filled those gaps in my life, and that's what I thought really got me to be to the successful point that I felt in my life I was at. And given that factor, I decided that this would be the perfect initiative for me to promote.
How do you find kids to mentor? How do you identify who needs help?
Right. So a lot of times I work with different school teachers, and they're able just to point out kids who just need a little bit more. And obviously there's no pressure involved in that, but just sharing with them about how they can get involved with organizations, whether it be one through their school or a national organization like Big Brothers Big Sisters, helping to make sure that they're knowledgeable on how this can help them and how they can get those resources they need.
Okay, so you do partner with different organizations.
Yes.
Big Brothers and Big Sisters, do you have constant kind of communication with somebody over there?
So I was lucky enough, given that I currently live in Columbia, that I worked with Big Brothers Big Sisters in Central Missouri. And I'm a big myself, so by sharing with our relationship on social media, showing people that mentoring is really fun and helpful to help give it the positive energy it deserves.
So you placed second in the December...
Second runner-up.
Second runner-up.
Third technically,
Third
yes.
technically. Can you tell me about that experience?
I mean, it was absolutely a thrill. Since it goes step by step, I said, okay, I want to make the top 15, and then I made the top 7, then I made the top 5. So by the time I made it to the top 3, I was like, well, I cannot ask for anything more than this. So making the top 3 in and of itself was an honor, but for me, it's even more exciting to be able to come back and serve the state of Missouri.
And that was another scholarship portion of that as well?
Yes. So each member of the competition, whether you make the finals or not, you receive a scholarship, but I'm very honored to say that as second runner-up, I won $20,000 in scholarship money.
Wow.
Yes, which will be put to great use, for sure.
I bet.
Yes.
What would be your advice? How should somebody sign up? What would be your advice to somebody that is just thinking about it right now?
Absolutely. Well, first I would say definitely do it, because I was in their shoes where I was skeptical about competing, and it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made. So I would tell them to visit the website for Miss Missouri and look on the resources that we have offered there, read the calendar, see what local competitions are happening in your area to try out, and really just embrace the opportunities that this organization has to offer.
All right. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you.
The next pageant or the next career move that you make.
Yes, thank you.
The Miss America organization is one of the world's largest scholarship providers to young women. The Miss Missouri pageant is the preliminary pageant to the Miss America program. To become a candidate in the Miss Missouri pageant, contact a local pageant director in your area. For more information, visit missmissouri.org. There's more STL Live after this, though, so don't go anywhere.